Hello, manga and anime lovers. I'm Branch, and today I'm going to be talking about Days with My Stepsister, episode 10. Now, this one's going to be probably pretty short because I don't have a lot to say on this episode. It's more of a transition episode, a little bit of a breather episode between the last one, the climax of the last episode, and what I assume is going to be a pretty big event next episode, which is the parent-teacher meeting. And that's the main subject for this episode, where Saki and Yuuta are debating whether or not they should basically release the secret that they're step-siblings to their school. Because since Yuta's dad is so busy, Saki's mom is going to be the one to step in for Yuta's parent-teacher meeting. But because she's so busy, it would be a lot more efficient if she went to both of their meetings on the same day, if that's how they scheduled it. But if they did that, then everyone at school would find out that they are now tangentially related. And they're not sure they want that. So the entire episode is them discussing amongst themselves what they want to do and how they want to be seen by other people. And after a lot of deliberation, they come to the conclusion that they actually don't mind if people at school find out about their parents' remarriage. And while they don't really say the reason they kept it secret from everyone before, I think it's pretty easy to figure out. It was basically just private information to them and they didn't feel like sharing it with everybody. But now that withholding that information is going to make them go out of their way to trouble their mother, they are reconsidering. And at the end of the episode, they basically decide that, yeah, it's okay if everyone finds out because both their parents are busy, so why make their mom's life even harder? And of course, this aligns perfectly with their personalities. They really want to take everything upon themselves and don't want to trouble anybody. And they begin to make preparations, whereas Yuuta tells his friend about his remarriage. And, Saki's friend already knows about it. I'm really curious to see what'll happen. Something has to happen at that conference, unless they skip past it and show something afterwards. I don't know. This show can be a little strange sometimes that way, but I assume something big's going to happen next time, or at least something substantial. As for the rest of the episode, the real meat and potatoes, as I like to say, of this episode comes in the subtext of everything, where we can see the mother becoming more and more happy that Yuuta is accepting her. I don't know if I mentioned this last time because I'm not sure if it happened last time, but Saki is now calling the father dad. So she is completely slipping into that sister role, that daughter role. Whereas Yuuta is not calling the wife mom yet. So we're working up to that. But he has, through sacrificing his confidentiality and to allow her to attend his meeting at all, is a step forward, and it's showing that he is becoming more used to them. I mean, we've seen more and more interactions between him and the wife, and so I assume next episode will be the climax of that, or at least a climax, a major point in their relationship. Maybe he'll call her mom, maybe he won't. I can see it going either way, but it's nice to see the mother getting really happy and feeling like she fits in more and more and not feeling so awkward. And as a result, because he's being so considerate of her mom, Saki is now really finding it hard to ignore her feelings toward her brother. And it is such irony that as soon as they decide to go full force into being a family, it becomes even harder because the more they try to act like family, the more they try to act considerate toward each other and like a true family, the more they fall in love with each other. And I just find that so funny in an ironic sense, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this will go. A couple other things I guess I should mention. This girl with glasses, who I don't remember her name, she said it this episode. We've seen her a couple times. And I'm assuming she's going to be a really important character because, they're teasing her to heck and back. I'm not interested in her now because she doesn't really have a personality, but I am looking forward to seeing what the story will do with her. And then, of course, seeing Shuri Senpai is always a wonderful thing. Her jokes are always fun, even if it's just a small part of the episode. And then I guess the final thing I'll mention was actually two final things. One is that even Saki's stepfather is beginning to push her to be with Yuuta, not on purpose, of course, but when she makes dinner, he says, "Oh, this is good. I bet Yuuta would like it." And every time someone says something like that, it makes her hesitate a little bit more. Saki and Yuta's relationship is really beginning to come together. Like, at first they were strictly diplomatical, I guess you could say. Then they were tiptoeing around each other, and now they're actually allowing themselves to get a little closer. Like, they're washing the dishes after dinner together and all that. They're beginning to really become comfortable with each other, and I think that's what's going to finally break their bond of secrecy. That being said, that's all I really have to say for this episode. I'm looking forward to watching the next one. See ya!